Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have done a kind of like a glam, gold and nude look. I love these kinds of looks with a bold red lip. Of course we're using the Wet n Wild Wild Heart eyeshadow palette. And this is look number 10. Look number 10. This palette is awesome. And like I always say, you can find this at Walmart or your local drugstore. And to get started, I prime my eyes with a Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I boost powder under my eye to catch fallout, and of course we're using the Wet n Wild Wild Heart eyeshadow palette for this look. First row, fourth eyeshadow. It's just a skin tone kind of shade. I'm using this for my crease, and when applied to the eye, this shade does pull a bit orange, and so does the other shade I'm going to add into the crease. But that's okay. I still really love how this look turned out. And you can use the same technique, the same step of layering the eyeshadows with any kind of browns and make your own kind of neutral eye. First row, third eyeshadow. This is slightly lighter than the first shade we applied in the crease. And I'm just going to take this around the first shade that we applied in the crease and kind of use this as a transition. The shade's going to blend out into the brow bone. So in the third row, the last shadow, that dark chocolate brown, I'm taking this on like a pencil style brush or a more tapered crease kind of brush. And I'm going to pat this in my outer corner. This is going to help. If you pat it and press it, there's going to be less fallout because these shadows are really pigmented and really potent. I'm going to start blending that as well, and look how easily these blend together. This palette, do not sleep on this palette. It's been such a good eyeshadow palette. It's got a good color story, the pigmentation, the blending, all of it's there, the wear. And in the third row, second eyeshadow, this pretty shimmery gold shade. And these shades can be worn wet or dry. Of course, I'm using that on a shader brush, and I foiled that. And I'm just going to kind of at first paint that on my lid. And then I always go back with some dry eyeshadow and kind of just pat it on top as well. I always do that. You don't have to do that. And I did use the e.l.f. Active Setting Spray to spritz my brush to get it wet as well. I'm going to go in and start blending that. And the next shade, I'm taking the second shade in the first row. And this is just like a nice vanilla shade. And this is going on the brow bone to highlight. And I'm going to place that under the brow bone or on the brow bone. And then I'm going to blend that down onto the crease. I'm just going to take and blend that down into the other shades, wiping away fallout. And I'm going to use the same shade I use in the crease on my lower lash line, just a little. I'm not doing any kind of black eyeliner or mascara down on the lower lash line either. I never do with my glam looks. This is from Believe Beauty and is called On Cloud 9. I believe this highlighting trio is called, and I'm using the white gold shade in the inner corner. Such a gorgeous highlighting palette for $5. Believe Beauty Long Lasting Eyeliner in Caviar, which I love. Another brand you shouldn't sleep on, even though it's at the dollar store. Some might think it's not good. Believe Beauty's fantastic. This is the Wet n Wild Brow Highlighter Pencil, and this is AOE Studio. I use that in the waterline. This AOE Studio Lash Adhesive and the Ioni Lash Natural Doll Lash, I believe these were called. And I am applying those onto the lid, and then, or against my lashes, and then I'm going to use my eyelash curler to stamp my real lashes with the false lashes, almost pulling them off this time. Believe Beauty Extend Mascara to further mesh my real lashes with the false lashes. And once I have that, the eyes are done. And for lips, I'm using the Hard Candy All Matte Up Plus Universal Lip Primer and Hard Candy's All Matte Up Plus lip crayon in Retro Red, which is so pretty. These lippies are so beautiful. This is the finished look, the finished eyes, very glam. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, found the video helpful. Stay tuned for more tutorials using the WetnWild Wild Heart eyeshadow palette. Thank you so much for always watching. Don't forget to check the description box as well as the cards for a product list and other links. And stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys so very much for watching.